When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. In 1915, my country said, "Son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done." So they gave me a tin hat, they gave me a gun, and they marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the cheers, flag waving and tears, they shipped us to Gallipoli. And how well I remember that terrible day, how our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was waiting, he primed himself well. He showered us with bullets, and he rained us with shells, and in 5 minutes flat, he blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. And we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again. And those that were left, while we tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, though the corpses around me piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me ass over head, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, well, I wished myself dead. I never knew there were worse things than dying. For I'll go no more waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and free. To hump tent and pegs, a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they gathered the crippled, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled in the circular quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ no one was waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared, and they turned all their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reviving old dreams of past glory. And the old man marched slowly, all bones stiff and sore. They're tired old heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who come a waltzing Matilda with me? And the ghosts can be heard as they march beside the bullabong. Who come a waltzing Matilda with me?